Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Tarot Tuesday by Spiritual Holistics with Kate, and I'm Kate. How's it going, guys? We have a few questions today, so we're going to jump right to it. Our first question is by Kyra, and she wants to know what messages does the universe have for her? Okay. So, with the sun going into strength and then with the Three of Pentacles in between, the sun is referring to a child. And then there's strength. So, and then good foundation. So you're providing a good foundation for your child or somebody else's child. This is like the most positive card in the deck as well. So they're a really strong kid. And not only that, but you're providing them a good foundation. And you also might be drained mentally. You might be like mentally drained, even physically drained. But moving forward, you just need to, kind of change up your thoughts and maybe put more positivity out into the universe. Just be more strategic about what you are saying out loud and just what you're thinking, because you could be manifesting it. So just be proud of yourself, and I'm so sorry, my dog is barking. Be proud of yourself and give yourself credit, where credit's due. And then also, this is like follow your heart. And when I pulled an extra card, it was like, if you're considering making changes in your life, or one second. If you're considering making changes or just anything like that, follow your heart. Do what you feel is right. Trust your gut, trust your heart, follow your heart. I got like the 10 of Cups, which can also mean like things aren't exactly what they're made out to be. So maybe you're being presented something that isn't as great as what they think or you thought. Yeah. Yeah. You also might be receiving news around a past, or not a past, a well, yeah, not past, but an ex, someone from your past. So just be aware of that as well. Yeah. I also get like with these cards here, especially with the Nine of Wands and the Chariot, these are like fake it till you make it kind of cards. So I wonder if you're going to be getting maybe not good news with the Four of Pentacles. This could mean physical or money as well. Something that could maybe be disappointing, news that's disappointing. And it could also be maybe angry. They could be angry, or it can make you angry. So just, I guess those are your messages. Just be aware of that, and, you know, be proud of yourself, and give credit, you know, to yourself, because maybe you're doing a little bit too much. With that Nine of Wands, it can also mean that you're doing too much. So maybe you need to take a day to yourself, maybe a weekend to yourself, maybe go get a massage, something physical as well. Okay? Next, we have Angie, and she wants to know, does her grandmas have any messages for her? So with the Empress going into the Queen of Cups, this is you, which is a really good card. She's really abundant, very nurturing, and very good mother. And then going into the Queen of Cups, you could maybe be over nurturing, or also like over nurturing one of your children, or you could be over nurturing, or I'm sorry, you could also be maybe in a sad state of mind, maybe not, I don't know should I word this? You could be also disappointed or sad, or maybe you're just feeling emotional about something. It could even be emotional about one of your children, something like that. But things are going to turn out better than you're anticipating. With the Six of Pentacles there, also with going into the Ten of Pentacles, this is like a very family foundation, good foundation, generational. So that's a really positive card as well. And I feel like And I feel like after all this politics, after the election, I feel like things are going to get better, and you'll be moving into new territory. So this could also be regarding money, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups here. It could be, maybe you're a little bit sad because you don't have as much money to play with as normal or as you did before. Even with this, there's the Devil in the past, which is not bad. It could be fearful, or just it could even be overspending as well. Maybe in the past, overspending. But I think after all, because the Lovers, surprisingly, it doesn't necessarily always mean the Lovers. It can also mean politics, or six is creativity. But for this reason, it's politics. Like, things are going to get better after the election. You'll be moving into new territory, maybe more freedom, more wealth. So just, I guess, be prepared for that. And also, don't be too hard on yourself, or maybe don't be over nurturing or controlling, or in that regard, to any children, or I guess to yourself too. Next, we have Stephanie. Does Leah have any questions for her? I keep getting the Eight of Wands. So, Okay. So with the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, um, I feel like this could be depression. Maybe you're depressed, or maybe just having a hard time. This is also the grieving card underneath it. So you could be having a hard time either around Leah's passing, or just whether it was recent or old, I don't want to say old, but not recent, recent or not recent. You could still have triggers or things like that. But I also feel like, do you do something like really beautiful around her passing or her birthday or something like that? Like, do you visit, I don't know if she has a gravesite or like a tree or just something like that. Like, do you do something? Or with flowers, I'm not sure, but um, you know, she's acknowledging that. Also, if you had sleepless nights in the past, or you are now, where you're having a hard time sleeping, or maybe she was having a hard time sleeping. But this is like the Two of Wands, so she's watching over you. She's definitely guiding you. And also, like, are you planning on taking your trip, or are you postponing, or have you postponed a trip? Because if so, you should take it. It might also help with the grieving process. Or you could just, even if you're just having a hard time emotionally, even if it isn't grieving, maybe you need to, take time to yourself, take a trip, do something unique, do something different, get out of town. Was she like your best friend? Also, if you wanna, you can comment in these or message me on the side, because I get like best friend vibes. Yeah, best friend. Also, like good foundation, like maybe your house. Do you feel her at your house, or I feel like this is just also she's also saying, you're a very strong person, and maybe independent. You're kind of independent. Maybe too independent. I just flipped over the Nine of Pentacles, which is independent, sovereign. Sometimes maybe too independent. Um, so maybe just be aware of that. Yeah. It's hard to do those kind of readings when we're not in person, because I just get information or images, and it's good to ask, because sometimes I'm like, what, and then it makes sense to you, but it might not obviously make sense to me. So yeah, you can always message me on the side and let me know that stuff. So okay, and then our last question is by Sarah. Will she get into college? Doggone it. No, a big fat yes popped out. But so did 100 other cards, so. Well, with the Knight of Cups going into the King of Pentacles, definitely follow your heart. Don't just go for what's going to make you the most money. Do what, feels right to you and what you feel like you could see yourself doing for a long time. I feel like you're also maybe going to go through a process of, once you get out of high school with this Death card, that means rebirth like a phoenix. And then with the Magician that was underneath it, it's like you're going to be stepping into your power, maybe figuring out more about yourself, maybe what you enjoy doing. So maybe take time in doing that. But also don't stress yourself out. Kind of let it come around full circle and let it come to you as far as what you decide to do. Don't stress yourself out and kind of take your time. But don't just do it for money. Yeah. Another yes. Don't just do it for money and take your time. Because things will change for you. Things might change on the direction you want to go. So, yeah. Just be very clear about what you want. Write in a journal. But just take time and think about it. Don't just choose, because this was in the past. So recently, or, just recently you made a decision, but there might be other options in front of you, but you're just paying attention to the one. Okay? So just be aware of that. And, yeah, we'll do that. So Thursday, we are going to do our zodiac sign outlook. And then I'm also going to be posting a meditation for Halloween as well, because it is when the veil is the thinnest. So it is a good time to connect with our past loved ones and things like that in that regard. So I'm going to do a meditation for that. It'll just be a quick, probably like a 10-minute meditation, 15 minutes at the most. And I'll post that on Halloween, probably morning, and you guys can watch it whenever. It'll be a watch as you go kind of thing. So if anybody has any questions or would like to book a session, just reach out on my website, www.spiritualholisticswithkate.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions or to get you guys a reading or a healing session in. Let me know. Thanks, everybody.